if I am to start or learn one particular thing in pig farming before I start the whole show of pig farming, what I will learn first is how to formulate my own pig feed. Yes, pig farming, one of the biggest thing that will take a lot of your money from your pocket is the feed. So if I'm to learn everything new about pig farming before I start, or if I have the chance to start pig farming again, the first thing I'll learn is how to formulate my own pig feed, and not using any imported product, but using what is locally available to me. Hello, my subscriber. Thank you very much for seeing here. I love you, and whenever I see you on my channel, I'm inspired to do more. So today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can actually make your own feed locally. Okay, yes, whatever you see here on my farm, I don't import any food. I don't buy from any shop. Everything is made by myself, and I obtain these materials here locally. I don't buy from any shop, as I said. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how you can make your own feed, and you're good to go. You don't need to spend a lot of money out of it, because feeding is one of the things that takes a lot of money from pig farmers' pockets. Okay, and knowing how to formulate your own feed, you stand a better chance of reaping all your benefits or your investment. You stand a better chance of getting everything back into your coffers. Okay, so just subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and turn on the bell, and we get into the video. Well, as I said, what you see here is done by myself. Yes, the feed, whatever the pigs are eating on the farm here, they are done by myself. And it will marvel you to know that what I do here, the feed I mix here, I get the same results as what you go and buy from the shop. Are you getting it? And even with the quality of pork, mine always I get like the feedback and then recommendations I get from my customers is just too much. Yes, I do everything by myself, and I know how to do it very well. I'm going to share that with you. Yes, I'm very fortunate that I found myself in a very good and then a very enabling community where I have rice farmers around. Are you getting it? Rice farmers are there, and I have these local wine brewers. We call them pito. Like it's a drink they make from a wine they make from millet or maize, either millet or maize. Yes, and I also have these maize farmers around me. You get it? Yes. So what I do is, with the rice farmers, I have to help them, so they also help me. So how I help them is, I acquired a mini mill machine. Are you getting it? A very small one, of course, as you can just see in the video here. A very small mill machine. And I didn't have the money back then. That's what I always say. Pig farming is one of the most profitable things you ever venture into. I started pig farming, and within 2 years, the money I got from pig farming, I used that one to get this machine for my rice farmers, where I get the feed from. So they bring their feed here, like their rice from the farm, they bring it to my site here. I made the rice for them, and I obtained the rice brand from them. Are you getting it? Not that it is made for them at a free charge. No, I take something small from them to take care of the fuel. Yet I get the feed. That's the rice brand. I get it from them for free. Are you getting it? And with the local brewers, wine brewers, the pito and then the maize. With those ones also, most of the farmers today, they feed their pigs. Usually they call it malt and then so, but I don't call it malt. It's a pito residue, a brewed residue. So I obtain it instead of me feeding the wet one or going in for a whole wet sample. No, I don't want the wet one, because wet, though it is good, but giving the wet your feed, your pigs, it means you have to give it early ahead of time before it goes bad. If you leave it for the next day, it will be moldy. Okay, so for me to be able to store it for long, what I do is I obtain this residue or waste from the local brewers, and then I dry them. After drying them, I crush them, usually rubbing them in my palm, and then they look fine enough, and I incorporate this into my rice bran. And I also obtain, after the husking maize, I obtain the husk from the maize, and then I also put that one also into the feed made of pito, the brewed residue, and then a rice bran, and I add the maize to it, just three, and I mix them together. And with the help of my grinding mill here, I mill everything together, looking fine. And it is optional. You can either add a fish meal, but it's optional. Yes, fish meal is usually given so that it will boost the appetite of your pigs to eat. But once they're eating it fine, there's no need to add it. But you can add it also. Usually if they are piglets, you can add it to it. Okay. Yeah, so that's how basically I make my own feed. It's only made of 3 things, just 3. Whatever you see the pigs eating here, just 3 things I put inside. The residue from the local wine brewers, millet and the maize. And then I get the rice bran from my rice farmers, and I obtain the maize, just small portion of it combined. Okay, so whatever you see me feeding my pigs here, this is basically the composition. I don't change anything. I only administer, like change feed a little bit when I realize that my pigs, like they are fed up with this feed and they don't eat it anymore. And with that, I don't even go to buy. What I do is I reduce the quantity of, like I change the ratio of one of the feed, and they begin to eat again. Once I realize that they are not eating, then I change the other one. You see, so I keep changing the ingredients. I change them in the proportionate form. Once I realize that they are not eating this type of feed, I quickly reduce the quantity of that one and I increase the quantity of the other one. And with that, I'm always going. So whatever you see on my farm here, I don't buy the feed. I get the residue from local brewers, and then I get rice bran, and then I get maize. I mix it. If I get fish meal, I combine it, and then everything is cool for them. Okay, yes. So it's always good to learn how to formulate your own pig feed, else you can't be buying from these shops. Imagine going to buy this in my country here. You buy it for 250 Ghana cedis. How many times can you buy for your pigs? It means you end up spending the whole of your profit in buying feed, and it is going to cost you a lot of fortune. Are you getting it? So always learn how to make your own feed. Look around your environment, and you'll actually be able to make your own feed. Okay, don't rely. One thing you should be cautious about: don't rely on waste from the kitchen. Don't rely on waste from the kitchen. Kitchen waste, there is too spicy. Spices are not good for your pigs. Please desist from giving spices to your animals. It is sweet but not good for your pigs. So desist from it and learn the other way on how to locally make your own feed, and you're good to go with your profit. Are you getting it? So thanks once again for having me on this video, and I'll always continue to do more for you. When you subscribe, you will never miss any of my videos. So just turn on the bell and like the video. You can also share equally with another person so they will also learn from it.